Hey guys, and welcome to a video that I'm recording right now. It's a very short video, hopefully. But today we're going to be switching from my main desktop over to my laptop. Now if you ask why you're switching in the first place, why are you bothering? Well, it's just cause my desktop consumes more power during the day. I'm not like a massive eco guy, especially with this stuff here. Is also not as efficient. This guy doesn't even have a power supply currently, so yeah, it's not that efficient. But as I said, I'm switching from my desktop, which is right down here. First of all, more portable. I'm not that big of a portable guy, but when it comes to stuff like just my daily work life, like wanting to get into programming maybe at some point or something like that. Now yeah, I'm recording with a actual camera right now, so you guys might see some more quality than usual. That is because my phone for recording is limited to 12 megapixels. Not as nice. The camera has a little more, so you guys might be able to see some stuff better. So we're gonna start off by installing Windows first of all. I've been going through this thing with Hiram's boot CD yesterday, prepare for this stuff, so let's get started I guess. So I'm gonna need to find a place where I can kind of set the camera down, then get it into focus, and then I can kind of show you the Windows installation, how I do this stuff. I will probably do this as a time lapse due to the sake that I can't hold this camera constantly, and as I said, I mean I could do it one-handed, but that's kind of a terrible job, so I'm kind of gonna try to get an angle. Alright, so I guess here's the cut, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now I've set up the camera. As you guys can see, I don't need to be behind the camera. So I'm going to click on next. Then, this is select your keyboard layout. I'm going to click next. Then I'm going to click use previous version of setup. I'm going to click on next again. Install now. Now setup is basically starting. And now we are going to select Windows 11 IoT Enterprise LTSC subscription. Click on next. And we're going to accept the license agreement. And I'm going to go to custom. There's either an upgrade or custom installation. We always want to do custom installation. Now you can see I've wiped my two drives. So anyways, so here we have my formatted drive. These two I've formatted. One is 600, the other one is 128. The 128 is an NVMe SSD, which I'm going to use for Windows, so we're going to create a partition there. New. And now we have a partition. This one we don't need a partition, we can do that later in Windows anyways. So let's click on next. And now the Windows installation is going to start. So here we are. So this is the region, it is correct. Then in terms of the keyboard layout, that's also correct. I have the German keyboard layout. Then we're going to click on skip. We don't want to add another keyboard layout. Now here, you still skip this option if you don't have drivers. Now it wants a name. I'm going to do that part off camera. Alright, so now we are at this stupid, can we track all your crap data? No, I don't want you to read my location. No, I don't want you to activate Find My Device. Only the required. No, no, and no. Just like that. And now, you guys will see, we're going to be greeted by the hello screen, which is currently not in frame. Now, before we switch to the video recording thing, there's also I can show you kind of what I'm setting up. This is basically just that. Now I'm not done because I'm going to actually show you how I am going to set this up. Like 3, 2, 1. So now we are on my laptop, and how this essentially works is the first thing that I'm going to set different, because you can kind of see the screen is a little large. So 100% is basically that much with screen real estate, which is not that bad. Now, second of all, I always like to put in dark mode. Now you can see my Windows is probably, is it activated? Yeah, it's active. Okay, so I don't need to act because my laptop actually has the key. So we just did that. And now we will go ahead and I will open up Edge, so that's fairly normal. And yes, I'm running on battery life, so I'm hoping the video isn't going to suck too much. So it's a tool that you can use to set up your PC, which is called 9i, and this is a tool that I really like to use. So what I always get is Malwarebytes, then I get Steam, Epic Games usually on gaming hardware. Now since it's not really gaming, I might just get these two for when I'm getting games, but I'm probably not going to install games. We're going to get 7-zip. And then, because I work with some stuff, I'm going to need these two. I'm also going to get Visual Studio Code, AnyDesk. Obviously for remote stuff, if I have to remote into my main or whatever from another room over, because you know I have a bedroom and an office. If I want to take it from the office, that's what I can kind of do. Then, because my daily life will definitely consist of some music listening, Spotify. Now we could get Chrome, but Chrome, especially on this machine with only 16 gigabytes of RAM, is not really optimal. So that's why I kind of have to look out. We shouldn't be exceeding that much, and if I really need more RAM, I have the main PC to kind of work on. So yeah, so we just did that. Now, so Real VNC Viewer will definitely come in handy at some point if I do need VNC access. Might as well just get Paint.net. I want to edit photos. VLC for sure, because VLC, despite you know all of the conspiracies going around, VLC is in fact actually one of the greatest for like decoding videos, showing videos, all this stuff. It's pretty great for that. So we'll get that. So I'm gonna click on get your night. Now we have to wait till this finishes, which it just did. I'm not gonna launch it yet. Then we're gonna get my video editing program. I like to edit in DaVinci Resolve. This video is also getting edited in DaVinci Resolve right now as we speak. Cool program. I would recommend basically any one of you who wants to start video editing getting into this. I don't want to give it my data, so I'm gonna give private company, private inc. The email address is gonna be private@private.com. The phone will be street. We shouldn't have to answer this, and the button is behind the taskbar. Nice. And now we can download the runtime right here. Now it's over wireless. I'm in fact tied into my well, sort of office network technically, so we're downloading it rather fast, which is kind of it just takes a little while, but you know, 2 gigabytes a minute or 2. Now DaVinci Resolve is something that is a learning curve. As I said, I've been editing the last video you guys have seen where we set up the Discord bot. I edited that video with that, and speaking of which, the Discord bot is currently unavailable. It will be fixed once this video goes up, in the hopes that I don't have to fix it in the future, because my system broke. The router I was using in the video to get onto the internet, that router actually broke. There is no going back for that, and the files are also gone. So yeah, that's just what kind of pisses me off, the fact that I have to remake it, but it will just be basically for you guys, it will just be a bot update, so it's not going to be something too special. Right now she's no longer running, and I also have to maybe get into a video that I'm gonna try to record with the camera again, which is fixing my NAS, but basically that's just gonna have some B-roll probably or something like that. So now that DaVinci Resolve is here, we're not entirely done. There's still some more things that you might want to get, like Discord. By the way, yes, I'm going to get 2 versions of Discord, Discord Normal and Discord Canary. Discord Canary is for chatting with you guys, and normal Discord is for my private Discord account. So now we have everything on here that I would need to get started, especially on today's video.